never smoke the dizzy, but we can always share some ditsies. It's just a cup in time. This song doesn't have to run. Life's all of us, not every moment we can be feeling fine. I wanna share a moment, just a second if you will, maybe even a cup of thrill. We could share this performance. It's tea time, come sit with me.
Well, welcome, guys. That's right. Miss Liz is back. And today I have a special guest in the house. I have my beautiful birthday girl. That's right. Natalie Gagno is in the house. And she's going to be spilling her story and her time because I believe that it's her time to shine. She's double digits. So if anybody can guess in the comments how old she is, you may get a surprise from Miss Liz. So we want to get Natalie in here. But before we do all of that good stuff, we all know all that good stuff that Miss Liz has to do. We have to do disclaimers and all that good stuff because I do want to respect my daughter just like I respect all the rest of my guests out there. So let's do the disclaimer, and then we're going to get the birthday girl in here, and we're going to spill some tea, her style today. So let's get started. Disclaimer for Miss Liz's live tea time shows. Miss Liz Teatime is a global platform dedicated to sharing real life stories, diverse perspectives, and meaningful conversations that inspire awareness, healing, and connection. Miss Liz is going live using StreamYard. Before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name displayed at StreamYard.com. Please be advised that all the content brought forward during any Tea Time show is presented in good faith. However, discussions may include opinions, beliefs, and perspectives that do not necessarily represent the views of Miss Liz or the Tea Time platform. Information shared by my guests is based on their own experiences and is perceived to be accurate at the given time of airing. All guests, viewers, and participants are responsible for using their own judgment when considering any action or decision that may relate to this discussion. Some episodes may cover sensitive topics, including but not limited to trauma, abuse, grief, mental health, and other emotional triggering subjects. Listeners and viewers' discretion is strongly advised. Tea Time with Miss Liz is an open discussion forum designed to offer insight, inspire awareness, and create connection. It is not a substitute for professional, medical, legal, or therapeutical advice. If you require professional support, please seek assistance from qualified professionals or trusted resources in your area. If you have questions regarding this disclaimer or the content of the discussion, you are welcome to contact me at my email at bookingmissliz@gmail.com or check out Miss Liz's link tree at Miss Liz's Tea Time. By choosing to participate in this comment on or view these shows, you acknowledge and accept this disclaimer. Your participation is entirely voluntary. Miss Liz, myself, welcomes you to join the conversation with an open heart, and if at any time you feel this platform is not right for you, I respect those wishes and will welcome you back whenever you are ready. Tea Time with Miss Liz is serving truth and awareness one cup at a time. Now let me get you, and you better get your Kleenexes out. I have already prepared my daughter backstage. This took me a while to write, and I really want to. So if you see tears, you see joy, you see laughter today, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see real raw stuff on this Tea Time. So I want to introduce to you, good afternoon, beautiful hearts, and welcome to Tea Time with Miss Liz. On this very special day, my daughter's birthday. Today, the table is set for something close to my heart, a mother-daughter conversation with my own daughter, Natalie McDonald. It's my daughter, Natalie McDonald's birthday, and today I get to give her something priceless, the space, the light, and the love to share her story, her journey, and her walk with us all. Natalie, you are strength and softness woven together, a living reminder that growth, healing, and courage begins with showing up for ourselves. Natalie is thoughtful, courageous, and real. She's grown alongside me through life's steep climbs and gentle valleys, and she continues to remind me that love isn't just a word, it's a practice. Today we're pouring a cup of truth together, the kind that honors where we've been, embrace who we are, and envision what we're still becoming. This tea time is more than just a conversation, it is a celebration of your voice, your story, and your beautiful light you carry. So today, on this special day, we pour a cup filled with love, gratitude, and pride because the world deserves to see the remarkable woman you are. As we share stories, lessons, laughter, and maybe a tear or two, I invite you to lean in with us. This is a celebration of family, of healing, and of unseen threads that keep us connected. They say, I can't. We say, we watch. Watch us. Natalie, welcome to the table, my girls. So, this beautiful day, we say together, they say we can't, but watch us. Happy birthday, my girl. Let's serve this tea together. Let me welcome my beautiful girl in here.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome, my beautiful girl.
Oh,
I told you, but you should have had the Kleenex,
yeah, I
right?
can understand.
I really want to thank you, Nat, for giving mommy this opportunity to shine you and get your story out there. So thank you for that, and thank you for doing it on your special day.
Thank you.
So Natalie, could you tell my listeners a little bit about who you were as a little girl and who you are now as a grown woman?
I want to say, as a little girl, it was tough. It's kind of broken and lost, and as an adult today, I recently found God, and that has really helped some in my life. And I have three beautiful daughters and an amazing husband.
So you mentioned that being little, right? We're not going to get into the heavy stuff because we want to have a joyful day, right? But being a little girl, what taught you to be the mommy that you are today?
Um, just the, like, it taught me the things that I didn't want for my children, and it made me realize the things that I did want for my children, like to show them unconditional love. And it's not always easy, but patience when you can, and to just let them have that space that no matter what happens, you're safe and you're loved.
I love that. So, Natalie, we had a couple questions that mommy wants to get out to you, and I want to get your story out there, but I want to lighten it up a little bit. So, today is your birthday. So, do you have any special plans that are happening? Are you making anything special? Are you cooking? Are you cleaning?
I'm making lasagna, but my husband has something planned, and I'm not allowed to know what it is yet. I'm a little spoiled.
So, Natalie, mommy wants to get in. As my viewers can see, we're both wearing the color
We
pink.
are.
So, can you tell me? Could you tell me why pink is your favorite color?
I think 'cause it's bright and like it's close to red, which is love, but not as like strong colored as red would be. It just seems warm and inviting and like cheerful. I just find it like it makes me happy to look at the color because it's nice and bright.
See, I never knew that about you,
No,
sweetheart. And I was just like, when you gave me your favorite color, I thought your favorite color was blue for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And then when you gave me pink, I was like, oh, okay, she likes pink. But then I thought of the lilies, right? We thought
yeah,
you like the pink lilies as your favorite color, as your favorite flowers. So I was just like, oh, mom, you're getting the wrong child mixed up here. So, Nellie, how does it feel to share your story on your birthday during this special tea time?
exciting, overwhelming, um, a lot of emotions to be honest, but I'm really, really excited and I'm grateful that you gave me the chance to do this.
So, I want to get into a little bit of your story because it's your time to shine. Remember what mommy said, this is your
Yeah.
time. So, tell us a little bit about your journey of becoming a mom and the whole experience because I want to get out there that you were also a COVID mom, right? You had Raylan during COVID. So, let's get into that a little bit so that the listeners, other mothers out there, how they you can connect with them as well.
So
So,
I'm gonna start with
share a little bit on becoming mom.
the positive side of having a COVID baby was that I was able to be off with my husband and he was able to be off. So going through the pregnancy and having the baby made it a lot easier because we were able to do it together. I find the really difficult part was all the doctor's appointments, having to do them all on my own. The ultrasounds were kind of hard because I wasn't allowed to bring anybody with me. So like those special moments I found were really hard because of COVID, and something that I kind of struggled with for a little bit. I made my pregnancy a little harder because it makes you feel like you're kind of doing it all alone. But it helped because I had a nurse at the hospital let me FaceTime, so I got to show the kids and him her ultrasound, and they let me record her heartbeat, so I got to bring that home, and now I get to have that as a memory and show it off. So that was exciting. No, I love being a mom has definitely changed things. I've been a mom, well, to my two other girls for 8 years now, but having a child of your own really shifts it even more, if that makes sense.
It
It really
does.
shows you like how important it is and how like it means everything to me that I get to be a mom to these girls, and like my little one is just she's flourishing, and it's so wonderful to see.
So you mentioned that Raylan, or my granddaughter's name is Raylan, and her daughter's name's Ray. She's starting school. So one is like time flies, right? So how does that feel, sweetheart? Her starting school. What kind of experience and emotions and anxiety is that bringing to you?
Um, it's a lot because it feels like just yesterday I got to hold her in my arms and take her home for the first time, and then seeing her first roll over and her first crawl and her first walk, and it just seeing her go into a classroom the other day and say hi to a teacher out like a big girl, it was like a proud moment that she's ready for, but I'm also gonna miss like our time together, our cuddles, or our little chit chats because she loves to make up so many stories. But no, I'm super excited that she gets to start this new chapter and I get to be right behind her while she does it and know that she's got the support in her corner. And I'm just excited to see what her first day looks like when she comes home and tells me all about her day.
So are you all ready for the first school picture and all that stuff yet, or are you prepping yourself for that?
I think she's ready.
She's ready. Mommy's not ready.
I don't think I'm ready. I think I'm going to be a giant mess, and I'm going to try to hold it together for her so that she, feels more joy than anything else. But she's already decided she wants to take the school bus by herself. She was so excited when she saw her classroom and she was to meet her friends. Like she's so ready to go. And I'm just kind of like, wait, just take a step back.
Well, I want to get into some of the things that the kids have said about you. Where is it? Where did I write that? I think it's in my other book. Let mommy check. But we'll get this question out. One word that your kids use to describe you. That was one of the words that I'm looking for. I believe it was superhero.
Yeah.
So when you heard that word from your 4-year-old and your, is it, at least he's 12, right?
Yeah.
12. How did that make you feel?
An overwhelming feeling of gratitude that like it just makes me feel like I succeeded as a mother. Like to me, that's a huge word. It's not just something that you just take lightly and what cute, and move on. Like it was like that assurance that like I'm a good mom and they're growing up really well and they see that they can be safe and loved and everything I wanted as a child, my children are having. So it just makes everything feel so much more like so much better, and it's
See, and see how quick mom was. Mom got her book out and I got it. Another word that they gave me was Raylan said you were human, which was nice to hear that you were human.
mhm.
And then she said that you were a fighter and a warrior. My mommy's a warrior. So how did those words sound coming from your children?
It's a lot. It's like it's everything I wish I could have been and everything that like I hope that I am today, and to hear them say it and that they recognize it, like it's huge. Like I want my children to grow up that way and know that, they're a fighter and they're strong and they're kind-hearted and like they're succeeding. So for me to hear these words is just it's going the right path.
Right, and it's nice to hear when it comes from your children, you know. I know when you guys tell mommy, I'm so proud of you, it's just like, oh, it
It's a
hits
lot
the
of times
heart.
too, like you're like, oh my gosh, I did it.
It hits the heart, right? The heartstrings are there, and it's like, oh, okay, so I am doing good, right? So Natalie, what has motherhood taught you about yourself?
I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. I'm not as broken as I thought I was. Um, wow, motherhood has been it's been so rewarding and it's been so eye-opening that like every fear I had before I had my children, like, am I gonna be a good mom? Do I know what I'm gonna know? Like, am I gonna know what I'm doing? Am I gonna have the right things to say or the right things to do? And just experiencing each one of these years with my children and seeing how well they flourish just like reassures that those fears don't matter anymore. Like my kids are good and they are happy and they do feel loved. So at the end of the day, like motherhood has been super eye opening and super rewarding and just it taught me a lot that I am a superhero in a way.
Right? When you start to reflect, that's what happens. See, I told you, reflection, sweetheart.
I know.
And one thing mommy has always told you, there is no instruction book, there is no perfect mommy out there. We all have our mishaps, right? We're all going to fall and we're all going to get back up. But you know, when we take that perfection out of our mind and the storybook that we tell ourselves, right, then it gets a lot easier, then it gets a lot more fun. So I want to ask you a question. How has mommy's work influenced you to be who you are today?
Honestly, I have recently been in therapy and seeing the way that you can share your story and your strength that comes out of it and just like never giving up and like really trying even when it's hard has made the world of difference in my life. Because it's like if my mom can do this and keep showing up and show that it's okay to cry and it's okay to do these things and like yes the past hurt but it's okay to like keep diving stronger to make it better has changed everything for me this last year.
Our relationship has really changed, and since having Raylan, we've gotten really a lot closer. We had our ups and downs, you know. I mean, every mother has her ups and downs, but we have a
Yeah.
hard story and a lot of trauma in our story. But we're healing each other through the work that we're doing and through the faith of our own lords, right? We have different beliefs in the faith as well. So tell mom about your faith and how you found faith and how that helps you in everyday life.
So I found my church by going to a gathering they have once a month where they feed the community. And I just love how open and like how much love they show. And I love how they really work on making your relationship with Jesus, not doing religion, which is the same thing, just not getting results. It made me, so when I really started to go to church, it made me realize because when I was a little girl and also teens, I always wondered, where did I get my strength to get out of the abuse that I went through? Like, where did I get my strength to keep going forward and not falling apart? Like, I couldn't understand, like, I always made it out somehow, and it felt like something was holding my hand, but I could never figure out, and like, so going to church stuff, I realized that God was always there. I might not have known he was there or understood it at the time, but he always had my hand and was like, hey, like, you can get through this. We can walk this together. We can it's been so eye-opening and so it's taken off so much of the burden knowing that I can like place my fears, my doubts, my struggles with him and communicate with him and like he can really help me process and take that time to sit through it and learn, that things will get better and things are getting easier and that I'm not alone and the church is very like we're a big family, which really helps because it like it gives you that sense more of an extra belonging and like a place to turn to. And I just love how like my children now are really excited to go to church and want to know more about Jesus, and it feels right. Like it feels like this is the right thing to be doing.
You know, you sharing that with mom, it makes me understand a little bit more. You know, um, mom has tried many of churches, as you know, and you know, I've always felt like on Sunday everybody loved me, but the rest of the week it was like, who is this woman, right?
Mhm.
Where the church that you're going to and attending with the children, you guys stay connected during the week as well, and you also stay connected through friendships and stuff like that. You build that unity and connection, like you said, like that family bond, right? And your church does a lot of stuff for the community as well. They do like a lot of stuff for that they call the gathering, I believe it's called.
Yeah, so they do a meal once a month to feed the community, to bring everybody together. They started out because of COVID, like they saw the rift that it was making. So they really started it to bring everyone together. They do coffee shops twice a week to feed the community and just come in and talk. And if you need to pray, or if you need, some guidance or just a hug, like just some love to like make your day a little bit brighter. And they do adult groups. So we're always getting together and always building that family bond. So it's never like, okay, I see you on Sunday. I'm not going to see you till next Sunday. It doesn't matter. They're very like, how are you doing? What do you need? Like, you know, uh, they keep sending like songs, like, hey, I heard this worship song. I think it'll help you. And it's crazy because sometimes when you get them, it's like that's exactly what I needed to listen to right now. Like, that's exactly the words that were holding in my heart that I couldn't get out. So I really love how it's not just a church this one, and they really go off like the spirit of Jesus, like the Holy Spirit coming in, and like your relationship, which is so important because you build a relationship every day. Whether
Yeah.
it's like me and you, whether it's me and my children, you and my husband, like you're always growing on that relationship. And I love how that even when you have your tough days, like God and Jesus are still going to be there for you because it takes work.
So we have a question that came in for you, sweetheart, and they want to know what your favorite worship song is.
So right now, my favorite worship song is, I believe it's Shallow Pond 23. So it talks about how like anxiety doesn't like that verse in the Bible, and how like you're walking with God in his garden and you'll always feel safe by the water, and no matter what happens, like God is right there for you. And I've been struggling with a lot of anxiety lately, so when I listen to that song, I can breathe, and I just know that like everything's gonna be okay. So that's my favorite song right now.
Do you feel that the anxiety is because motherhood is taking you into a next chapter with
I
Raylan?
think definitely that is not happening lately. But to be honest, I just therapy yesterday, and it's been hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard. But super eye opening. I came to a realization yesterday, and I think just working through all of that lately has been a little more anxious. And with the kids starting school and everything's changing, but it's been good though. Like it's been really helpful. And obviously listening to my worship music really helps. We did that the other day cooking. We put worship music on. It just helps you release and like feel joy.
I want to get into that cooking because we just had some moments of mommy daughter time where we cooked chicken fried rainbow chicken fried rice together, and it's moments like that that I really appreciate because we have that bonding time together where I'm teaching you how I cook and you're adding your little touch and kicks and saying, you know what, I want to try a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it wasn't like, no, you can't change the recipe. It was, we were working together, right? And it ended up turning out really good.
It really did.
So how does cooking change your look at motherhood and bonding time with your children and with mom?
I love it because it really brings out their curiosity and like their experimentation, and like right when you cook, like there's so many different things you can do. Like you're not stuck to a rule book. You're not stuck, like you can try the cookbook, but you're able to add your twist and your things that you want to try onto it. And when you do that with your children, it encourages them to be more creative and more open. And it just, I found like when I cooked with you, like it gives us that. because we're able to be so open and do the cooking and like experiment, it also opens up for more conversation because you feel more open and safe and secure because you're doing it together. So you have that bond of like you're not alone, like you're in this together. No matter how it turns out, if it's really gross or not, like you're doing it together, and I love that.
Well, there's some recipes where we won't do them again. Tried it once, not doing that again. No. But that's how you learn, right? And the reason that mom asked about cooking is because cooking is a relationship, right? You have to have that relationship with food and stuff, right? So when you try different foods and stuff, growing up as a child, you were a picky eater. And now today I see you eating stuff and I'm just like, you never did that as a kid. Why are you doing that now? But you're building that relationship with food. You're trying and you're experimenting, right? And that's kind of like what motherhood is, right? It's trying and experimenting. Okay, this will work. This doesn't work. Right? The trial and error, right? And you need the balance and all of that as well. So we have a question here that came in. Hey, what are you cooking for your birthday? She said it at the beginning of the show, but not. Do you want to share it again?
Homemade lasagna.
That is one of her favorites. Is that your favorite, or is that one of your favorites?
Lasagna. I love it.
And the birthday girl gets what she wants, right?
We're making a bunch, so I'm super excited. We're doing lasagna, Caesar salad, and garlic bread.
There we go. Yummy, yummy. Oh, it's Robin that's in the house. Your friend that is in the house. And she's saying, he, I know you, haha. Well, thank you for tuning in, Robin. That is nice that you're tuning in and listening to her story. Now I want to get into, can you share a defining moment where your faith gave you the strength to keep strong? When you felt like you couldn't hold on, but you turned to God for that moment?
Yeah. When I lost Roxy, my puppy, I struggled. She was more like a child to me than she was a dog. She was the first one to really show me that no matter what, she's not going to leave. And unconditional love and just... So when I lost her, I felt lost. I felt so lost. And it was hurting. And one night I just decided, I felt something telling me that, you know what, like, it's going to be okay. And I thanked God for putting her in my life when I needed her the most. He knew exactly what I needed, and he gave me that special, special dog. And I said, thank you. And I said, I know that you need her for somebody else. And that's okay. And I will always love her. And I appreciate God so much for putting her in my life because it made the world a difference. But I really needed him in that moment to be like, you know, just tell me it's okay. Like, she's good. And just to hear that, like, she's helping someone else is it's really helping that she's still loved. And, you know, she was absolutely
amazing. She filled a lot of our hearts, right? But we have a question that came in here. We don't talk about pet mummies. You were a pet mummy, so how is that as a mommy to your pet? Because pets are like children, right? For many years, Roxy was your child. She was tied to your hip, like, you know, and she was my first grandbaby. Like, I had a pet grandbaby.
Yeah.
So how does that feel being a pet mommy?
So when you think, oh, I'm gonna get a pet, like, it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be great. I got Roxy when she was really little. She was fantastic. But I remember one Christmas I first moved into my first place, just her and I, it was finally like, you know, just two of us. And she pulled down my Christmas tree like 6 times to get the little ornaments off. So every time I came home from work, there was water everywhere. And just like silly little things she did like that. So it was really like, I found having a pet and getting that bond, like, it kind of gets you ready for motherhood because you have to be patient. You have to be like, take a step back, and they're just little, like, they're acting like little kids, getting into every little thing they can. And as you see them grow, now that I have my own children, it's similar, right? Like they were into everything and they touched anything they could and you had to like run after them. And now they grow and become more independent and do their own things. And she did the same thing. So she got me really ready for motherhood. I like and I appreciate her so much more because she was amazing, like the best puppy I could have asked for a mommy dog.
So if you could use Roxy as an example, right? She got independent as she got older, right? Raylan's getting older and Raylan's getting independent. And we've talked about this because it bugs you because Raylan's really independent
She
and
really is.
she can play with her like play in the toy room for hours and make up stories and stuff. She's very independent now, right? And that has caused you some anxiety as well and some feeling of, oh, she doesn't want to spend time with me. Oh, she doesn't
Yeah.
want,
Oh, she doesn't
you
need me
know,
right now. She can do it.
right? And with Roxy, that was the same thing. Roxy, as she got older, she got more independent. She was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go sleep. I'm just gonna go, I don't want not less snuggles, right? She
Yeah.
was snuggles at bedtime, but So how can you relate the two stories together of Roxy and Raylan?
So it teaches you that like at first it's hard because you want those extra cuddles and you want those extra moments. And you're like, but where's my little like, puppy or baby that needed me to hold them all the time? But it also like makes you realize like you're doing something right. That they're able to take that minute away from you and be, on their own and be successful and be independent and feel confident. So like, yeah, it bothers me at first, but now I'm trying to see it like it's fantastic. Like she feels confident enough in her own skin to be alone for, a little bit and play by herself, that she's able to do it. She doesn't need to hold mommy's hand. So kind of like I take this moment as like a pat on the back, but it feels great.
You take that pat, girl. You deserve that pat on the back. I'll pat you on the back there from a distance. Mommy is really proud of you, sweetheart. You have come a long way, and our relationship has come a really long way. You know, there was times where I didn't think I'd have a relationship like I have today with you. So I want to thank you for that. It's
Mhm.
been a real pleasure getting to see you grow in your story and that as well, and your healing journey because it is going to take a long time. And stay the course
Yeah.
and do what's best for you always, sweetheart. Uh, you know, and I want to talk about boundaries, sweetheart,
I got
because
one.
boundaries is something that we both struggle with. So, as a mother daughter, and for all the mothers and daughters out there that struggle with boundaries, let's talk about boundaries a little bit.
Put me on the spot. Um, I'm actually doing boundaries in therapy the last few weeks. Not the easiest thing to do because I was very used to just trying to make everybody happy. Always make everybody happy because what I knew and that's what I did. Um, Now it's learning that like you can say no and you can say, like not right now. And that doesn't mean that person's gonna leave you or stop loving you. They might not always agree with what you have to say or what you need to do, but I find they're important. It matters because it shows you like your values, your worth, like you're worth enough to be able to say, like, no, sorry, not right now. But know in your heart that they're still gonna be there when you like, which really helps.
Well, I think us both learning to say no and knowing that, like you just said, they're not leaving you; they're just taking time and space for themselves, right? And that's a learning journey that we both had to learn. So that's why I wanted to get the boundaries out there, and for all the mothers and daughters out there, boundaries are important between mothers and daughters. Mothers and their children, because sometimes we're that
You
people
need
pleaser,
that
right? I
space.
can do
You
it, I
need
can
that
do it, I
space.
can do it, I can do it, and then you burn out. And I don't want to teach that to you, and you burn out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by being that example in that and showing you that mom's still here, even though I say no, Nat's still here. If she says no, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm never going to see my kid again.
Yeah.
No, I might not see her for a day or two or a month, or she just needs a break, and that's okay. And we should be allowed to say that without people taking it personal,
Yeah.
right? And just saying, we have a personal boundary, and right now this is where we want to be, and it's okay to be
I
there.
also found with us, like learning to set our boundaries with each other has made us grow stronger because we're accepting each other as a person instead of just expecting things to go a certain way. Like you have to realize at the end of the day, everyone has their own needs and their own morals, and you have to be willing to work together, not just like, hey, it's what I want, give me what I want. Like that's not how it works.
I want to share this comment that Robin put because I think that you need to hear it, sweetheart. So I'm going to pull it on the screen and you can read it, but I'm going to read it out loud for my listeners.
Okay.
You're such a great role model as a mom, and I hope that if I ever become a mom, that I'm as good as you are, or at least half of that. You're also, and thanks for being my friend. Thank you so much, Robin, for that because Natalie does need to hear that a lot. Uh, she has a lot of my traits, and I'll be the guilty party for that. But Natalie, you have come a long way, and you've really made a difference. So thank you for that.
Oh, I love you. I don't know what to say when people give me those many. Like I'm not. I need to get better accepting them. I'm working on it, but it means a lot. Did I lose you? Uh-oh. Okay. Um, I know my mom is not here right now, but I really want to take this time to thank her. Thank her so much for giving me this opportunity and to be able to talk about my story and our relationship. Mom, it means the absolute world to me. You've made such a difference in my life, and the relationship we have now has made such a difference in my life. And I'm so grateful that I get to grow. And I just want to say thank you for the relationship you have with my children. It means absolutely everything. To see the joy that you bring them and the love that you show them and the kindness, it means it makes everything so much better. Like it just makes everything that we went through and struggled just worth it to see the way you are with my children. So I want to thank you and I love you. I love you, Mommy. I really, really do. And I'm proud of you.
And I'm back.
Oh my gosh.
Hear a single thing you said, but I hope it's good. My computer today is just acting. I guess it needed you to have that. I guess I'll have to watch back and hear what you said. So,
Well, you're gonna have
but
to.
I probably need tissue, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me get back to where we left off, sweetheart. we have glitches, and that's what it is with technology, right? So we just got to keep moving, we got to keep going with the flow and all that good stuff. uh you know Mom really wants to thank you for this opportunity as well, to give me the courage to have you on my platform, and to get your face out there and your story out there with all of my listeners. I know it's not an easy thing, you know um, knowing that Mom has this large crowd,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
that
it's a
tunes
little
in, and you're
nerve-wracking.
like, "Ooh, scared." What do I talk about, Mom? How do I do this? Just be yourself, right? It's always about be yourself. So I want to get into some of the questions that I have here as well. So, what advice would you share with other mothers facing difficult seasons in life?
Um, First, I'd say take a minute, take a step back. Nothing's gonna change for 5 minutes. Just take a step back, take a deep breath. Um, for me anyway, turn to God, really talk to Him, and vent how you're feeling, and you know, discuss with God and get yourself right with Him. And then once you feel more comfortable and more centered, then really tackle what you're going through with your children at that moment, or tackle, the next step that's coming in their life. Just know that you're doing the best you can. At the end of the day, as long as you show up and you show them love, that's all they really need. They just need to know that you're their safe space, and you're always going to be there. That's all they really need at the end of the day. So no matter what you're doing, even when it's hard, you're doing a great job.
So now I want to get into the birthday, because it is your birthday. So let's talk about birthdays. What is one birthday that stood out to you the most?
Oh my God.
Besides today, like today is going to be a nice birthday, but it's going to be a fantastic birthday. But I mean, what birthday stood out to you the most in your whole entire life so far?
Oh my gosh. That's a hard one. I want to say the year that I had Raylan. So I had her. I was pregnant with her, and it was just the realization that I always said I was going to have kids by the time I turned 27, 28, and it all came true. And just knowing that I was 28 and I was about to have this beautiful baby girl just made that birthday so much more special, because I got to do it with her. She was a part of me. So that was incredibly special.
So none of the birthdays when you were little. Okay, got it.
No, really? You said pick one. I picked one.
Mom's just picking on you. One of the special moments that we had together, and I'm going to put a collage up at the end of the show so you'll get to see some of the moments that me and Nat have had together. But one of my special moments was on Mommy's birthday that we did together, and we went to a music concert, and we went to Lady Annabelle, and we were two little cowgirls together and having some fun. Um, so birthdays are special for us in different ways, right? So what is the moment that stands out to you on your birthday the most? Like, is it the gathering of people? Is it the events that are planned? What stands out to you the most for your birthday,
The
sweetheart?
people that show up, the people that show love, the people that are there, that I don't need any of the presents or the food or anything. Just to see the people that you love are with you on that day is everything.
And there's a reason why I went down that roller coaster, is because I was trying to get the words together, guys. But I want to put it out there that it is about the people who show up. It is about the people that take the time. The presents are nice and all of that, and the events are nice, but it's when you show up and say, you know what, you mean something to me today. I'm here with my presence, and I'm here for
Yeah.
you. That is the biggest gift of all, right? And that's what God does, is He shows up for us and He says, you know what, I'm here for you. Um, you know, and that's what it all leads together, sweetheart, and it all joins those beads together and connecting, and that's what I've seen with your journey with faith, and that's what I've seen your journey with motherhood, is who shows up, who's there, who really is not just words, but through
Yeah.
action as well. And today is your birthday, and I'm sure you have a bunch of children that are happy to say,
I got
hey,
two
happy birthday,
very
mommy.
special
So
birthday cards made today from my 4-year-old and my 12-year-old. So that was the greatest gift of all, seeing their little creativity put down on paper. That makes it perfect. Right there, I've got everything I need.
the homemade stuff, right, is the
Right.
best. Right? All the expensive gifts and the trips and all that stuff is nice, but it's the personal stuff because it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
It comes from their handwriting
It's to see
or
the
their
look on
creative
their faces they're
mindset.
giving it, right? Like they're waiting. You can see the excitement and like they're waiting for like, does she love it? Is it good? Like, is it great? And then when you tell them like it's perfect, the smile that goes on their face, that's priceless. Like that's more than any gift could ever give me in my entire life.
So, and I know that your husband has something, he's cooking up lasagna with you, right?
Yeah,
So, how does that feel like having your husband cook with you on
I
that day?
love it. I love when we work in the kitchen together because it gives us like life can get really busy and chaotic with children, especially when there's work and there's other stuff to do. So I love when we cook together because it gives us that time of like doing something together that's not overly strenuous, but we're close, right? Like we get to build like have that little chat or be silly because like we're throwing flour everywhere. Like I love that.
Yeah, you guys like to make a mess. If anybody knows Nat and Sean, they like to make a mess.
It's the funny
But they
moments that
have a
matter,
lot of
right?
good moments, memories with those messes. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh, that's got to get cleaned. That's got to get cleaned. That's got and they're not even thinking that. They're just like, we had fun.
Yeah, the kids are happy. Everybody's smiling, laughing. That's all that matters.
So we talked about mother and daughter relationships, but I want to talk a little bit about marriage. How has marriage changed you, sweetheart? Because you got married last year, and it was a special day for mom and a big, huge day for mom. But how has marriage changed your life?
I love the security in it, knowing that like I have my soulmate and my partner, my best friend, my rock. He's always going to be there. That no matter what path we take, like we're not alone. I have someone to walk through life with. I love how supportive my husband is, of my faith journey and of things that I want to do in my life. And it's something that I always wished I would have would be to get married in a really happy, healthy home, and to have it's mind blowing. Like it's like, wait, is this real? Like, am I actually married? Like, always like it's just it's so
Yeah, you
exciting.
are actually married. It doesn't say Ganyo on my screen. It says McDonald.
I just love how like every day, like your partner is there and oh, like every day is filled with extra love and like growth and it's been honestly like so rewarding and I am so thankful for the person that I have that I got to marry and I love our little life together.
So, mommy doesn't know this, but I'm going to ask you, do you have any goals or dreams for the next 5 years of your life?
Funny you ask. So therapy is
I know
awesome.
your therapist is working with you with this
Right.
stuff.
At this moment, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. So what I'm going to work on is to finally accept that I'm going to take some time for myself while the kids are at school. And I'm going to figure out what it is I really want to do next. So, like, I have a goal to start crocheting again and hopefully selling some of those. And, taking that time. I want to grow stronger in my faith. I really want to, get closer to God and really make it stronger in my life. Um, Besides that, at the moment, I don't really know. It's all new for me, going to be by myself with the kids at school, so it's going to be a journey. But I'm excited and nervous at the same time, and I have the people in my life that will really help me through this, and I have God in my life that'll help me through this, and I know that everything, no matter what, it's going to be okay.
Well, I want to get into some of your hobbies because you are incredible. Mom has said this many a times with your crocheting because you I crocheted a Christmas tree. It was supposed to be a blanket and somehow it came like this. I don't know how the heck I did it. But let's talk about your crocheting and what crocheting means to you, sweetheart. Because a lot of people they think, oh, it's just a hobby, it's just a needle, it's just string. But what does it mean to you to crochet?
So at first it was really rewarding to figure out that I figured it out in 10 minutes. I was pretty proud, getting my first blanket done in a week. It didn't really click yet, like that I got this, but it's just like you get to take that time and like for me, like I like to put worship music on or, something, and you're not focused on all the problems of the world. You're not focused on all the problems in your head. Like you're just focusing on like what stitch, what count is next, and to see the creation come to life, and like see it grow and to see it get better, and then it gives you that moment that you can like be at peace and still be doing something that's not, the world's gonna end, like everything's crazy. Like it's just calm, collected, focus on your next stitch. If you mess up, you go back and you try again. I've had to do that a few times. I had to restart the whole project. But it's just once you finish it, the feeling of achievement you get it's worth everything.
See, mommy writes books and you do crochet projects, and some of the things that you make, like I'm amazed, like, like the teddy bears and the big unicorns and stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't know how she figured that out. But I like that what you said, sweetheart, is if you make a mistake, you take it out and you try again, right? And that's what life is about, right? Is we make a mistake and we try again and we try again and we try again. So it's kind of related to the crocheting and the strings and making it and finalizing the product and then saying, you know what, I made this.
Yeah.
I did this. Nobody else, I did it. So it kind of makes that reflection on yourself and say, you know what, I can do stuff. I can do it. I really hope you get back into your crocheting a little bit more. I'm still waiting for my scarf, by the way.
I know. As soon as he goes to school,
my blue and white scarf. Winter time is coming, sweetheart. I need a scarf. So, sweetheart, what message would you tell your younger self today if you had the chance to look into the mirror and look at your little self?
You're pushing all kinds of buttons that were like popular.
I told you those heartstrings. I told you Kleenex, guys. Like.
But as hard and as scary and I know things are tough and things are hard and things are scary and you don't really know where to turn, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it. The sun's gonna come out. You're gonna build stronger relationships. You're gonna feel love, like you deserve to be loved. You're gonna be a great mom, and you're gonna be safe. Like that would be most important. Like you're gonna be safe and loved, and everything works out.
See, you got it in you, sweetheart. You got it. It's the hard times where you think those questions are hard, sweetheart. Those are the easiest because they're all within you. It's just like your faith. It's all within you. The words will come to you. Before we went live, I told you, don't stress. We're gonna do this. We got this. You're a team. You're the T, and with me, we make a team, right? So there we go. Miss Liz always throws the T in there somehow. But I really want to just thank everybody for really tuning in and all that stuff, and showing your support to Nat during this time. Thank you to the birthday wishes and all that stuff. I do want to ask you your favorite verse or affirmation that keeps you grounded, sweetheart.
Favorite verse or affirmation?
Don't overthink it, sweetheart. Whatever comes.
It's in the song, and I'm trying to like get it out.
It's here, Mom. It's on my tongue. I swear, Mom. But I can't get it out, Mom.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Um, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, like he's still beside you, like you're walking through it with him, and no matter how dark it gets, he's right there holding your hand. I don't know the verse completely yet, like I'm working on getting better, but it's that one that's in that song that just it sticks with me. Yeah.
And I like that one, sweetheart. Uh,
I'm
we
gonna
have
post
people
this all
watching.
on Facebook, so it's gonna be there.
We have people that are watching on different platforms, and some platforms are not coming through, sweetheart. So I want to read some of those comments to you. Uh, Happy birthday, Natalie. It is so nice to see you and mom together. Um, User unknown. Okay. Stay anonymous. Thank you for that wish. Um, uh, Dad is in the house and he says, Happy birthday, my girl. He's on Instagram and he's listening to us today on Teatime. So,
I love you, Dad.
and then we have many that are saying happy birthday, Natalie, and enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Um, I want to ask you before we leave, what was one moment in your life that you were like, this is the wow moment? Could you share that with us?
Just one.
Just one. I know I make it hard. All my guests say, Miss Liz, just one. Yeah, just one.
Okay, the first one that popped in my head was walking down the aisle to my husband and seeing the look of love on his face and knowing that, like, we did it. We're here in this moment. Like, we're going to make, this binding promise to each other, and it's like real and genuine. And just walking down and seeing his face was just like, wow, this is happening. Like, this is real. It's not a dream. Like, I get to choose, my person, and I get to have my person. So that was my wow.
That
That
was
was the
one
first thing that
moment,
popped in my
right?
head. Yeah.
One moment. My guests say it all the time. Miss Liz, I can't give you one moment. There's many moments. And but thank you for that one moment. And it was nice that, walking you down the aisle and seeing Sean's face and knowing that you were going to be in good hands, it made a lot of difference for mom as well. Um, you know, you're no longer mine. You're no longer a Gano. You're a McDonald now. She is married. But yes, she does. She, I had her first. Like I said to Sean yesterday, I had her first. So now you can show. So I really want to just thank you, sweetheart, for joining me on your special day and coming here and opening up and all that good stuff. Um, and look at who's in the house. Happy to have shared that moment with you. Happy birthday, my love. Natalie's husband has come into the studio and to wish her a happy birthday. Thank you, Sean, for popping in. That really means a lot. And we get to share an incredible person together. So thank you, Nat, for that. And, happy birthday. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. As many of you can see, I call her my Southern Belle, and she knows why I call her my Southern Belle. She is a little picky sometimes, so I want to just, I just want to give you the final word, sweetheart, and then I'm going to do a closing up, and then I'm going to stick up a picture for a lot of people to enjoy some moments that we had together.
Well, I want to thank you, Mommy. This opportunity means so much to me, and I love our relationship that where it is up now. Like, I adore you, and I'm so proud of you, and you are definitely, definitely inspiring to me, and I love you so much. So thank you.
Well, I'm happy to be here for you, and this journey is just beginning. It's a new chapter in our lives. So thank you for that, sweetheart. So now I'm going to get you to pop over to the side. You're going to see yourself drop to the bottom. So mommy's just going to pull up a picture so people can see a little bit of who Natalie was as a little girl and who she is now.
Oh.
So these are some of the special moments that we had together. And that picture of me feeding you with the bottle is the day she was born. And That was how many years ago? So all of my viewers out there, I'm not going to give you her age. Anybody that wants to guess her age, you're more than welcome to. I just want to thank everybody for that. Um, and I'm going to do a little close up summary of what we did today together. So get the Kleenex ready because it's going to touch. What a gift today has been on your birthday. I couldn't have asked for a more meaningful pour than this conversation with you, my daughter, Natalie. We've reflected on the hard parts, on the holy parts, the growing, the forgiving, the choosing of love over and over again. What an extraordinary tea time this has been, one that I will hold close to my heart forever. Today I had the honor of sitting across the table from you, my girl, and witnessing you step fully into your light. On your birthday, we didn't just celebrate your years, we celebrated your journey, your courage, and the beautiful way you continue to grow, heal, and shine. Natalie, this is my gift to you, the reminder that your voice matters, your story is powerful, and the light you carry is meant to illuminate paths, not just for you, but for everyone blessed to walk beside you. To everyone who has joined us, thank you for being here to share this cup of truth, love, and celebration. May we all take from today the reminder to pour love into those we cherish and to honor the stories that make us who we are. If you're listening and holding your own story, I hope you felt the invitation to transcend what tried to break you, to embrace the truth of who you are, and to envision a future where healing runs through families like a golden thread. That's the heart of this table. That's the legacy we're building, one honest cup at a time. Natalie, thank you for showing up in your courage and in your kindness. And to everyone who joined us, thank you for being a part of this living room of humanity we call Tea Time. May you carry today's warmth in your homes and hearts, and remember, do different, get different results. With love, light, and a golden heart, happy birthday, Natalie. With gratitude, from Miss Liz, your mama bear. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for today.
I love you, mommy. Thank you. Oh.